Peace and blessings. Happy Thursday. I'm the Moon Mama. Thursday is the day that is governed by Jupiter, and Jupiter is currently at the 25th degree of Aquarius. This Jupiter energy in Aquarius with Saturn, because Saturn is also there, is really the bringing of the energy of the age of Aquarius into the 3D reality, into the earth realm, into the earth plane. And the age of Aquarius is an age of innovation, an age of individualism for the good of the collective. Being yourself, being true to who you really are for the good and the well-being of all. Aquarius is this profound humanitarian energy, which says that everyone matters. Everyone has value. Everyone has something significant to offer, to be, to bring to the collective experience. And so it asks us to open our minds, to let go of those old ways of being, or, things around superiority or things around classism, all of that sort of stuff gets to die in the age of Aquarius, because in the age of Aquarius, we know that God is the creator of all things, and that if Goddess is the creator of all things and all people have value, and we get to come into our own, with Pluto and Capricorn, we get to come into our own authority. So before I go into that, I want to let you know that I'm doing a Pluto retrograde class that will start on the 27th of this month. It is $66, and it will include the rituals to support you in stepping into your own personal authority. If you do not have personal authority in your life, if you don't understand, if you don't feel like you can do what you want to do. I remember when I realized I didn't have personal authority, it was Oprah Winfrey that made me realize. I was like, oh, there was something when I was younger in my 20s, I was like, oh, this Black woman can create. She can make things. She can move things. She can take ideas out of her mind and move them into reality. And I realized that she had power. I was like, oh, this is a Black woman with power. And I decided that I wanted to have power, that I wanted authority in my life. And what most of us are doing, we're giving our authority away to family and friends, trying to fit in. We're giving our authority away to jobs because we feel like we need this job for this money. We're giving our authority away to elected officials, voting for them, hoping that they will take us where we want to be. That authority is energy. It is power that you get to use for your life to create whatever it is you desire. And most of us have been conditioned to filter it through another system that is not ours. So we truly don't know who we are, and we don't know what we really want, and we don't know what really makes us thrive, because our personal authority is being siphoned off into all sorts of systems and ways and programming that have us really being worker bees for the most part, and not really being dominant over ourselves. So the Pluto retrograde class will offer the rituals, and Pluto will be in retrograde for 6 months. So let me say that Pluto will be in retrograde for 6 months. So this is a deep internal practice that we're going to be activating. This is not, the practice will include the herbs, the crystals, the prayers, the affirmations to help you transform your authority, your energy at a very deep level. Pluto is the planet that governs alchemy, death, other people's money, other people. So we will be looking at how you are using those energies now, and then how you can begin to reset them. You can sign up for this class in my link tree. Like I said, it's $66. It will begin on April 27th. And most of my classes are designed to work with the internal subtle energies, because that's where everything begins. It begins on the inside. So ultimately, we're all going through a death right now of a sort. because our systems are dying. So we want to be able to take this Pluto energy to look at what needs to die. What kind of agreements do you have? Do you believe that you need a 9 to 5 in order to access money? Do you believe that you have to behave a certain way in order to be loved? All of these things will be addressed, and we will do the rituals and the work and the practices to move you out of the old way and into a new way. So today is a Jupiter day. Jupiter is the day of expansion and blessings and faith. And Jupiter is at the 25th degree of Aquarius. Aquarius is this foreign energy. It's who you're becoming. It's the thing that we're becoming that we don't know that we're becoming. We're just on the path getting there. Like I say, when you're 3 years old, you have no idea who you'll be at 7. When you're 7, you have no idea who you'll be at 15, right? But at some point, we get to a certain age where we start to realize there are patterns and things, and we can begin to cultivate our energy and take ownership of ourselves in ways where we can determine where we want to land. You might not from 7 be able to determine where you want to land at 12, but from 40 you can determine where you want to land at 44. From 50 you can determine where you want to land at 52, because you have practice in your life. You have awareness. You have some sort of history to see how things unfold. So Aquarius is where we're going, who we're becoming. We're in the age of Aquarius now. Jupiter is faith and blessings, and the 25th degree says your dreams are coming into existence. What is your dream? What are you desiring to create for this reality that is coming through you? The reality has to come through you. That's the thing. Everything in this reality, this dress I have on, this chair I'm sitting on, this phone, came out of somebody's mind. So there is something in your mind that you want to manifest from the internal to the external. That is your dream. What dream are you here to realize? What reality are you here to give birth to? And the moon today is in Gemini, and Gemini is our perceived reality. So you get to give yourself the opportunity to see it in your mind. I know I have a dream of creating what I like to call a sanctuary for mystics, or an astrology church where we truly are learning to worship ourselves, where each month we will focus on where the sun is, and I will offer classes and speakers and resources to help us cultivate that energy in our lives through internal practices and external practices, healing, food, relationship, every area of our lives as it pertains to where the sun is, so that we can move ourselves more powerfully into the age of Aquarius. I'm already doing that with the rebirthing course and all the courses that I offer, but I have a vision, a dream of like a whole university that is focused on helping us develop our gifts, our mystical experience, our mystical understanding, our talents, our creative expression, our powers, our intuition, our connection to source and the environment. And we're all living this out together. And what I believe is that, let a couple of decades pass, and hundreds and thousands of people will be living their lives this way, in alignment with the cycles and the powers of the universe that are within them. So that's my dream, and I'm holding that dream, and I'm doing something every day to build it, to make it come into manifestation. What is your dream? Jupiter says faith, right? It's like literally tapping into the consciousness of the divine mind of God. Aquarius is the mind of God. So whatever it is you're dreaming is the dream that your higher self, the God that is within you, has been cultivating you to be, has been preparing you to manifest at the perfect time. At the perfect time. Isn't that amazing? I love this stuff. And one of the things that is significant in this is that we are able to outgrow the stories that we have been indoctrinated in this system, in this culture. Stories of racism, stories of oppression. Those stories are now outdated because the frequency of the planet has changed. So one of the things that is difficult about this health this collective health experience that we're having is this experimental solution. I don't want to name it really, but you all know what I'm talking about, this experimental solution. And this solution is, and it's counteracting our own authority to be able to heal ourselves, to trust ourselves, to understand that we are connected to everything that we need to source our own healing and health. So as the age of Aquarius comes in and the light frequencies on the planet change, we're becoming more endowed with powers and gifts and abilities that allow us to do things that we couldn't do before. And this solution that is being offered is going to dumb us down. It won't give us what we need to reach the frequencies. It's going to keep us in a state of our nervous systems in a state that doesn't really allow us to come into the higher ascendant wavelengths. So that's why it's very important for us to be more curious about who we are, what we're up to, what we're capable of, what we don't know about ourselves, and begin learning that so that you can activate the energies inside of you that have gone uncultivated. The moon in Gemini is the messenger. It's literally, what are the messages that your dreams are telling you? What are the messages that your dreams are telling you? What are you being told to do? What are you being told to, what actions are you being told to take? What visions do you have? I know, like I said, I have a vision for creating a community of mystics, almost like a church, where we are doing things on a month-to-month basis around healing, transformation, supporting communities. I know I grew up in a community where in Los Angeles where there are lots of big churches and lots of poor people surrounding them. And that is something for me that I've always wanted to remedy, like teaching people how to truly step into the consciousness of Christ and not just to worship Jesus, because that's ridiculous to just be worshiping a man who wasn't even a goddess. He worshiped the goddess. Jesus worshiped the goddess. Go check out the manuscripts of Mary Magdalene. Jesus worshiped women. And then here we are worshiping a man. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so that is what I'm up to. What are you up to? I encourage you to join the rebirthing course. Tonight we have Lene Denise. She's going to be talking about how to create a career, work, passion out of your love, out of your desires, out of who you are, out of what you're passionate about, out of what your soul calls to. So it's a priceless experience. Every month someone is coming in and teaching, and then I offer the rituals and the practices to go along with that so that we can embody it from the inside out. All right, peace and blessings, you all. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.